Hello, everybody. My name is Simone Iwabe. I'm Director of Ophthalmology here at Preclinical, Altasciences Preclinical Scranton. And the title of my poster is Lacrimal Gland Measurements in the Most Common Preclinical Laboratory Animals. So the purpose of this poster is actually to show and localize and measure the lacrimal gland in different species. The lacrimal gland, as everybody knows, is one of the primary glands responsible for tear production, and there's a very large number of therapies now involving this type of glands targeting to treat dry eye disease. So, as I said, the objective of this study is to describe the localization and the measurement on the size of the lacrimal gland, specifically in rats, rabbits, dogs, swine, and non-human primates. All these animals were used in general tox studies. So that means that no ocular studies were performed on any of these animals. The total of animals enrolled in this study were 11 rats, 9 New Zealand white rabbits, 9 dog beagles, 12 mini Göttinger, and 20 non-human primates. So all in these animals, the lacrimal glands were carefully dissected and they were measured by their width and length, and they were also weight. The width and length were measured in millimeters and the weight was measured in milligrams. So in the figure number 1, we have representative images of the lacrimal gland on this species. Letter A is the exorbital, and the letter B, the intraorbital lacrimal gland in rats. The letter C is the lacrimal gland in New Zealand white rabbit. The letter D is the lacrimal gland in dogs. The letter E in mini pigs, and the letter F is showing the lacrimal gland in non-human primates. So just to make more easy, the table 2 show all the values that we were able to compile on all these studies. And as you can see, although they have a large size glands, they are not necessarily all feasible to perform studies involving injection primarily targeting the lacrimal gland. So as you can see, the major conclusions were that the rats, of course, because the lacrimal glands are very small and very difficult to approach, they are very unviable to deliver any therapy in the intralacrimal gland. The rabbits, although they have a considerably large size of lacrimal gland, the location also, as you can see in the letter C, make them also unviable for delivery route for these new therapies. In dogs and mini pigs, they have considerable large glands. Their access is slightly easier than the rabbits. However, they still are a little bit challenging for us to deliver directly into the gland. So in other words, is the best animal or best species when you're looking for treating the lacrimal gland is indeed the non-human primates, because as you can see in the letter F, they are very easy to be localized. They have a very considered large lacrimal gland, and because you can visualize much easier the gland, you can also deliver precisely the therapy inside the lacrimal gland. So this is what we want to show in this poster, and if you have any questions, we are be presenting this in the SOT, or you can also email me. Thank you very much.